Good morning and happy Thursday. Thank you all for joining me today. Does look like it's a bank holiday, so maybe you're trading, maybe you're not, but it's still always good to focus in on our mindset, our hearts, and our purpose. So I'll give everybody about 3 minutes here to join in. Make sure y'all got your journals, and we'll be writing in them very soon. So come in, relax, and then we'll get the session started. Hi, good morning. Thanks for joining. We'll be starting soon. Just about another minute and a half here. All right, about 10 seconds. I'll give everyone another 10 seconds. And we're going to start with our connecting to your why. I love this meditation because it really grounds us in the purpose for why we started trading. Our fascinations and our curiosities don't just come out of nowhere. The things we're fascinated by, the things that spark our curiosity, those are the gifts that God gave us. And we're meant to really dive in and to lean into those. And that's why they seem so important. So it doesn't matter what you're curious about. The thing is that when you find that curiosity, to keep going, because that's a message from God. All right. So let's get in. We're going to start with our connecting to your why and your purpose in trading. So just sit back, get comfortable in your chair, relax your body. And we're going to start with just a few deep breaths. And we're really going to activate, we're going to feel it in our mind. And we're going to see a string that goes from our mind to our heart. So locate that string, connect it to your heart, and as you connect it, just notice what you see and what you feel. For me, when I connect to my heart, I see a really nice green glow, and that's how I know that the connection has been made. And once we feel a little relaxed, then we're going to bring up our purpose. We're going to bring up our why in trading. So everyone focuses on the $200,000 months, the $6,000 days, but really we got to think back onto what brought us to trading. Did we want more time with our family? Do we want to focus in on our hobbies and the things we love? Are we looking for security? Or maybe we just want to eliminate that 10, 9, 8 hours of our day that we give elsewhere. All of those are really amazing purposes, and those are the things that we need to connect to now in order to solidify our heart when we're trading. So if I may please ask, take a moment, visualize your perfect day. What would that look like? What would that feel like? And let's connect to that now. So for me, my perfect day is to wake up, to be with my family, and really to have no time obligations. For me, that feels amazing and freeing. And as I move through my day with my family, I feel love and joy in my heart. So I'm pulling up that feeling now. And as we pull up that feeling, we really want to lean in. Focus on that joy. Focus on the freedom. Focus on the love. And as we gather that feeling, hold it for 25 seconds. I'm going to count for us, so don't stress, just enjoy. You're doing great. Keep going. Just a couple more seconds here. Really let the feeling peak. Really let that love all flow. And that's it. You did it. Thanks. Great job. So take a moment now to wiggle your fingers and your nose. Come back into the room. And now we've connected to our why. So in connecting to our why, we connect our head to our mind. Trading gives us so many logical things that we got to think about that a lot of times we actually forget about that purpose. We're just that human body at the screen working to make our trades, take our wins, and avoid our losses. But the more that we connect to our heart and our purpose, the easier it allows us to walk away from those losses and come back to trade another day. That's what I believe. So great job. Thank you for connecting to your why with me. And we're going to take a minute here, enjoy the relaxation, and then we're going to pull out our journals. So take a moment, enjoy that feeling. And now let's pull out our journals. So very important, I say this every day, but I know we always have new people joining in, so I'm always happy to go over the most important aspects of our session. So have a journal. It doesn't just have to be for pre-market. You can do your pre-market and post-market on the same journal. But I do highly request and suggest that you have a journal only for journaling. What this allows us to do is to go through and read our progress. So it's not journal and then other things and then we're flipping through to find it all. Just keep it all safe, keep it all clean. The more clean and easily accessible our journals are, the better it makes us feel and the easier it is to allow and invite that energy into our trading. So pull out your journals. We're going to start, as always, with the date, November 27th, 2025. Pre-market journal. Perfect. So the way we do our journaling is very special. What we do is we write out just a few intentions, and those intentions, we write them in the past tense as if they've already happened. So what this does is it allows us to trick our subconscious mind into believing these things have already occurred. So as we go through our trading session, our body and our subconscious mind is already primed to meet these intentions because we've written them as if they've already happened. And then we like to add a little secret spice, a little secret sauce of gratitude. So what we do here really is we work with our subconscious mind because realistically, that's what runs in the background. All of our reality that we see outside of us is actually what's inside of us being reflected back. So as we face the same hurdles, really what that is inside of us is a limiting belief that keeps us at a ceiling that we can't see, a glass ceiling. So the purpose and the method here is to really get big with our intentions, to write them in the past tense, and then also to add a little spice of gratitude, which really calls in the abundance mindset that we're working on here. So get ready to write. We're going to do something like, today I am so grateful that I stuck to my plan to be a better trader by not trading for 21 days. That's an example for me because right now I'm not trading. But if you are trading, then use that same format. So today, gratitude, our intention written in the past tense. And maybe write 3 or 4 of those, and then we'll go over them. So once I'm done mine, I'll go over them and I'll share them with you. If you have any questions, please post them in the chat. If you struggle with writing your own intentions the way that we write them, let me know. I'd be very happy to help you. All right, let's go. Okay, so I'm done mine, but I'll give you all about 2 minutes here to finish yours. I know I do mine fast and I write like a chicken. So just take a couple minutes, finish writing yours. If you have any questions about writing them, post them in the chat and I'll be happy to help you. About another 30 seconds here. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much for journaling with me. All right, everybody ready? Okay, cool. So we'll take a look at my journal. Boing! Pre-market journal. Today, I am so grateful to believe in myself and focus on my pre-market session. Today, I am so grateful for the self-awareness I've acquired by not trading for 21 days. Today, I am so thankful to have invested in myself and my trading journey. And lastly, today, I am so grateful to feel the freedom of the trading lifestyle. So I did actually, I made a mistake. I wrote it in the future tense, so I had to scratch it out and write in the past tense. So if you guys are struggling with writing it in the past tense, don't worry, because I struggle with that too. So what it is really is just about being conscious and mindful about the things we write, the way we write them, and the way we feel when writing them. So great job. Thank you all for journaling. Now we're going to take a minute here and we're going to do our prayer. So what I request is please, please, please take this minute right now to offer yourself gratitude and appreciation, not only for following your heart towards this trading journey, but also for sticking through the tough times. So I'll give you guys all a minute here to do your prayer to yourself, and then I'll lead us all in a prayer for another minute afterwards. All right? Don't worry about counting. I got that. Amazing. Nice job. It can be hard to offer ourselves gratitude, which is why I like to really reserve this minute for you. So now I would like to say thank you to me and thank you so much to you for showing up every day and focusing in on your greater and bigger dreams of trading. Trading offers us such amazing freedoms, and all of our hard work and diligence in this field will bring us towards the success that we envision and that we know we can achieve. God gives us dreams because we can make it there. So thank you for dreaming big enough and investing and believing in yourself to make these dreams come true. You are amazing. You are incredibly resilient and courageous for setting out on this path. So thank you today, not only for joining me in this session, but also for taking the time to connect to your heart and to believe in a greater mission outside of you and outside of what you can see now. Thank you. Amazing. Great job. Awesome. All right. So now that we've got that all done, we've got about 9 minutes here till market open. And a topic I really wanted to bring forth to you guys and to share is the emotional control that we need when exercising patience. So we know, we've heard, everybody tells us that patience pays. But what is the price of that patience? It sounds so easy to be patient, to wait for your setup, but really what it comes down to in the moment is all the emotions that we feel while we are being patient. And that really is the biggest battle. So as we see our setup forming, we need patience. And as it forms, we feel that fear. And controlling that fear, controlling our emotions in that moment is really what sets us apart. We all know that our strategy needs an edge, but our mindset also needs that edge too. So patience is really what brings us there. So we have the emotions when we're waiting for our setup, but then we also have the emotions when we enter our setup. So we enter our setup, then we need to have the patience to let it play out. But as it's playing out, we feel fear that we're going to lose. We feel fear that it's going to come back on us, that it's going to hit our stop loss. And that really is where the emotional control comes in. So once we execute and the trade is coming back, maybe it starts going in our direction, then we need the patience again. And we need to exercise that emotional control again as it goes towards our take profit. And then once the trade hits our take profit, we really need to exercise that emotional control again as we watch the market maybe continue in our direction. As it continues in our direction, we might want to jump in again. But that's where patience also plays its last role. So we exit our trade, we take our profits. The trade keeps going in our direction, and we must exercise patience. But with that patience comes the emotional control. So while patience sounds like a very easy thing to do, it actually really forces us to work on that emotional side of ourselves. Because we can wait. Waiting, we do it all the time. We wait in line, we wait in traffic. But as we're waiting in line or waiting in traffic, the emotions aren't the same as the patience that we must exercise in trading. So just my little thoughts for you. I've noticed as I'm trading that I tell myself I'm patient, but as I start to feel those emotions, then exercising the control is the most important. So, all right. Last exercise here, and I'm going to then send you all off to trade. Today's a bank holiday, so maybe your setup shows, maybe you don't trade low volume, maybe you're just going to sit in front of the charts and exercise your patience. Who knows? But let's take a minute here, well, a couple minutes here, and we're going to do our breathing exercise. So get comfortable in your chair. And what we do is we breathe in through our nose. And as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to focus in on pulling all of this positive energy into us. And then as we breathe out, we're going to feel all that negativity, all the staleness, and we're going to breathe it out through our mouth. So, in for 7. Hold for 2. And then out for 8. In for 7. Hold for 2. And then out for 8. You should feel your body relax. In for 7. Hold for 2. And out all of the stale energy, out for 8. I can see everyone in my mind doing it with me. I love that. Okay, in for 7, last one. Hold for 2. And then big release for 8. Amazing. Great job. Thank you for taking your time, not only to invest in your mindset, but to do this together. I love doing it, and I can feel all you guys as we do this together. So may everyone have found a little peace as we go into our trading session. You are amazing. You've done all the work. You know your strategy. You know when to exit. You know when to enter. Now, go.